Hello everyone, this is Ryan. I'm going to be showing off Node Station, my Space Station 13 clone. So you run it just using node.js and the server .js file. So right away you'll probably notice in the upper left hand corner we've got some inventory icons. It's kind of a work in progress, but there is some things working, so I'll go ahead and demo that. First, if you pick up an ID card, it goes to a hand, and so now I am dual wielding ID cards, which is amazing. You can drop them normally, but the other thing that you can do is you can press I to go to the inventory menu and select a card and drop it through there. I'm just kind of experimenting with this user interface. Over here is a secret item. We'll get to that in a little bit, but if I pick this up, this is actually just a shirt without a image. Ideally, I'm going to want to have you take the ID cards and move them over to the ID slot before the door will open. That's kind of on my to-do list. And yeah, that is the inventory management. The other cool thing that I've added was combat. So if we pull up another instance here, you'll see right now that since we're on help, you can move past the individual. Special thanks to the people who helped me out in the Reddit post. That actually clarified things quite a bit. If you press H, you change from help to harm. So now I am going to attack this person, and after a while they fall over. So yeah, combat's been kind of implemented. That's it for the, I guess, features for those of you who aren't into coding. For those of you who are into coding, follow me. If you're not into coding, you can stop the video because we're just going to go over code. So we'll start off by going to the server. What kind of changes? A big change is if we go to this new file, this types file. A big change is I'm now trying to fit all of my items into some kind of common structure so that you can create new items, so that the only information you'll need to know about your item will be right here in this item type code. So hopefully this will just get long and just have lists and lists and lists of items. That's the intent, and that way the program's a bit more modular instead of having everything in nested ifs. Back to the server. So all of the item types are loaded here. This is necessary before loading the maps because the map needs to know about all the item types. Let's see, what else has changed? Grabbing and dropping, now check to see which hand is full before grabbing and dropping. Right now everything right hand is getting priority. I'll probably change that in the future to be able to pick a handedness for your character, and that way it's just a nice little feature, so that way you'll be able to either pick stuff up by default with your left hand or pick stuff up by default with your right. Intent code is right here. This is new. So right now this just toggles back and forth between help and harm. Let's see, what else? Pawn motion got a huge overhaul. So here we're just counting ticks left if we're walking or attacking. If we're walking, then we're going through this motion. That hasn't changed. If we're attacking, we wait until we're finished, and then we subtract 10 health per hit. And if the pawn is dead, then, or the pawn is more dead than just dead, we bring it back to regular dead. And let's see what else. So here we're updating motion. Where is attacking? Here we go. So if we have a target pawn and our intent is to harm, then we'll go ahead and set up this attack. But if they're both help, then we'll just set both of them walking and swap direction or swap positions. So that is how that code works. Let's see, what else? We added this private pawn information update. This is just to update the pawn that is owned by that particular client. So if there's something secret, like if that pawn has changed from help to harm, that way other clients aren't aware of that switch. So that makes things nicer. Although I'm not sure that we don't just send it anyway. Not sure. Anyway, well, that'll be worked out later. So we go to the game. Where is it? I'm trying to figure out where we load all of our items. I bet we do that up here because that's where it makes sense to do it. I'm not finding it. Somewhere we initialize all our... Here we go. Load in all of the item types. So that again loads up this this build typeset function, and then we throw in a typeset, and the typeset gets populated with all of the item types. So new and interesting things here. Inventory stuff. So this helps with displaying the images on the upper left. And if we go down here, there's a bunch of UI stuff, and I created a new class called menu, which deals with that menu selection tree thing that I showed earlier. Let's see what else has happened. Not much. General cleanup, bug fixes. You have to look at the change log to see how we did, but I'm trying to think of anything interesting. Yeah. So here's where the menu takes over. So if we are not in menu, then we'll do the regular input scheme. Otherwise, we're going to do the menu on key downs. And these only do stuff if the particular menu is enabled. If it's not enabled, they're basically no ops. Drop, I've kind of did some generalization of dropping so that I can drop through the menus or I can drop via the hotkeys. And let's see here. Update, so here's the inventory tree that I added. All of this code basically handles all of that menu control. As for pawns, we have this chunk right here is new, so this updates all the icon slots. Oops, sorry, a little bit farther. This updates all the icons and the inventory slots. The problem with this is we send all of this information, all of these slot IDs, every time pawn updates, so I may have another pawn update message for just inventory updates. That way we'd cut down bandwidth. But until that becomes a serious problem, I'm not going to do that. And let's see here. The rest of this pretty much has stayed the same. Yeah, it's been a lot of background work this time, trying to get all of the types or all of the item types into this types script file. This will be read by both the server and the client. So this is my little terrible hack to get require to work in node.js and just allow it to be loaded in the web browser at the same time. That seems to work. So I think that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.